Alright, what's up y'all, it's LakerFan here. As you see by the title of today's video, we're going over all the badges on defense in 2K20, but putting them in tiers. So as you can see, we got the F, E, D, C, B, A, S. Now S is restricted for two very important badges. As you can see, we got it in color codes. So pink is for on-ball D, red is going to be for rim protecting / rebounding. The teal / blue is going to be for off ball. Green is for everyone, just etc. essentially. And then gold is, in my opinion, the best badge in the game. Now, anyway, moving along, we're going to get right through this list. I hope y'all enjoy the video. Understand there's going to be a bit of disagreement in this video, so I understand that people will feel some type of way about this. If you want to leave your own opinions in the comments, feel free to. Just give me your top 3 badges, personally. And then your 3 worst, if you want to just argue a little bit. Now, listen, like I said, we're all about just positive vibes around here. I'm not really going to respond to any negativity, but like I said, I understand there's going to be disagreement. Feel free to leave it in the comments. But anyway, moving along, we're going to go to F tier. So F tier, in my opinion, 2 of the badges deal with on-ball defense. Now, this is going to be Trapper and Lightning Reflexes. Now, this is where I already know there's going to be some people that disagree with these 2 badges. Now, one thing I want to get out of the way, I feel like Heart Crusher is the worst badge in the game. This thing doesn't work at all, doesn't function. It's honestly, the things that deal with takeover, dropping, and increasing, whether it's Showtime or Fast Break Finisher, stuff like that, they just don't work. Flashy Passer, though, that's broken. That stuff is OP. But anyway, moving along, like I said, Heart Crusher, just a horrible badge. I would never recommend to put it on. I've tried it personally so many different times, and it doesn't make any extra impact. Now, the thing about getting steals and blocks is that alone takes people's takeovers down. If you get blocked or if you have the ball stolen from you, it's simple as that. You may mistake this for literally like that being the function of Heart Crusher, but I promise you it's not. But anyway, moving along, like I said, Lightning Reflexes, I've had a lot of people comment about this, telling me to try it. I've tried it myself. I disagree with everything that's been told to me. I've been told this helps you just move a lot quicker and more instinctively on defense. I feel like that's a little bit of a placebo, and I feel like people just kind of have some like mythical thing in their mind of this. But like I said, if y'all feel like this is an actual badge that's worth using, feel free to still think that. I myself, in my experience, have not used this badge to its best ability, if that's just the case. But anyway, Trapper, again, essentially a useless badge. It doesn't work in a single aspect. You can't just force a pickup and, like, you know, get a jump ball by no extra teammate being involved. Trapper, it doesn't work like that. I feel like a lot of people may just be mistaking them for playing good defense when really it's just, you know, the fact that like they may see it light up, but trust me, that badge does not work in one-on-one situations. In Team Pro-Am or Rec, maybe it works. I still don't know if like you need 2 people around the ball that both have Trapper for it to activate, but in my experience of people using this in Rec or Team Pro-Am, I have never seen this used effectively. But anyway, moving on to the E tier. Like I said, I understand there's going to be disagreements in this video. Trust me, I understand that. The thing about this vid, and I put all these just in general, I'm not saying from my own perspective, I'm saying everything all tied together. So the reason I have Moving Truck and Post Move Lockdown low, I feel like no matter what build you're on, you don't need these badges. Unless, I mean, at the end of the day, if you're a guard with no interior defense, you're going to get worked anyway. They're just going to keep taking you down there until you get bullied. If you have less than 70 strength, you are going to get back down. Doesn't matter if you have Moving Truck on Hall of Fame, bro. It's simple as that. You're going to get back down if you have low strength. And again, I feel like Moving Truck and Post Move Lockdown are not essentials because not many people use these badges. Nobody really post scores all that often in 2K20. If they do post score, it's essentially always hooks and fades. You don't need these things to stop like drop steps and post spins. I feel like a badge that's up here solves all your problems. I don't think these badges are needed at all. Anyway, moving along. And again, like I said, I understand there's going to be disagreements. People might think these badges are good. You can let me know if you're one of those people. All right, simple as that. Anyway, Off-Ball Pest. Solid badge. Is it ever really essential or needed, especially if you have enough defensive badges? No, not really. If you're a lockdown, you're probably going to be on ball or on the wing on defense for the most part. Off-ball pest, I would recommend maybe on bronze for all the people who try not to guard ball, or maybe especially for the Team Pro-Am people who guard corner. But aside from that, I feel like Off-Ball Pest is a pretty non-useful badge. The function of it itself is pretty good. Like, it does what you would want it to do, but what it does isn't really like something all that important. So anyway, moving along to D tier. Now, we have a couple essential badges, but again, it's just a couple of opinions that I have that make them a little less worthy. Now, Rebound Chaser. Great badge if you're a big man that doesn't have much vertical, much speed, much agility at all. Alright, but if you have great vert and great speed, I've seen this firsthand. I don't need this badge on any higher than bronze personally, with 85 speed and 86 vert at 6'9". Now, if you feel like you need it because you're 7'3" and you just can't reach the rebounds, I understand that. I don't think as a guard this is needed at all. Maybe on bronze if you want to just kind of maybe track down rebounds a little bit better. But I got something else to say too. I feel like, honestly, bro, I put this interceptor in the D tier just because I knew a lot of you guys would get on me if I put it any lower. I never use this badge, and I feel like I'd be hawking lanes like crazy, and I only have 61 steal on my main build. I just feel like this badge gets extremely overrated as far as allowing you to catch interceptions or tip passes as well. And I know this is going to be a bit controversial to put this badge in the D tier because people may even think it belongs up here. But personally, bro, I've never felt a need to put this badge on. And just at how many of these defensive badges you need, I feel like this isn't one that's ever worth me putting on. And it's as simple as that. But I don't know. Maybe someday I'll try this out on Hall of Fame just to see if I'm a complete demon in the lanes with this thing. But with none on, I still feel like even with 60 steal, I'd be all over the place on these lanes. And my teammates can attest to that as well. And I always mention this badge too. I'm always like, oh, who needs interceptor? I'm out here like doing this stuff without it. But anyway, Worm. I want to explain. While even like Worm feels like it's dominant, maybe if you're an inside big man and you might feel like you're doing stuff with it, I'm here to tell you, even if you push someone out the way, if it's not 2v2, it's not useful. If it's 3v3 and you push someone out the way, the animation itself takes too long to really even get the rebound, in my opinion. Now with glass takeover on, that's a whole different story. Glass takeover in general just is OD, but that's like saying Deadeye's crazy just because you're like mitting people in their face with sharp takeover. It's as simple as that. Sharp takeover is crazy. All right, so again, don't mistake Worm for glass takeover, bro. It's really what I want you guys to understand. I feel like, and then if you're a small undersized player, obviously you don't even need Worm in the first place. You can just run around people. Screw trying to fight through a box out. You're trying to run around them. But again, I put Worm in D tier because it fits the 7'3" bigs a bit, where this is a big badge for them to use because obviously you're just trying to muscle your way through people rather than around them with like finesse and your actual stick moving around like the player. But anyway, moving along, we're gonna keep this vid as trim as possible. Pickpocket, as you can see, I hope you guys appreciate this little color code that I did with this too. And let me know if you feel like any of them should have been put in different categories. But anyway, pickpocket, solid badge. It's not, I feel like it's a bit overrated, and maybe not even overrated anymore because people in the community feel like this badge is trash. But it is pretty essential to have on. I will say, if you're a lockdown with pickpocket, that stuff is pretty OD with like the steals, but it's almost the same thing with interceptor. I mean, I've seen people with no pickpocket getting OD steals as well, but I feel like this badge does take it to a new level when you're a lockdown, and also kind of it's one of the only perimeter badges that you can truly put on a high level. Other than like when you see these badges up here, all these badges down here I feel like are not essential for putting on for like an on-ball defender, unless it's this one right here as well. Tireless defender, everybody badge. This is a pretty general badge. It doesn't really demand too much description from me, but it's pretty simple. You drain less energy, the higher the badge is. It's as simple as that. On Hall of Fame, pretty solid. I usually at most rock this on bronze as a big man, but as a guard, this is a big time badge to use. Obviously, the more you try to run through screens and chase people down all the way across the perimeter, it's big time to just have this at the highest level possible. And like I said, there's not too many badges that you need to have as far as the perimeter defense. Like for instance, pick dodger right here, but as you can see, two of them are big man related. But anyway, rim protector. I want to talk about rim protector for a little bit. So the big thing about this badge, and honestly I was thinking about putting it A tier, but that's just kind of doing it too much justice. I feel like rim protector is so beautiful with the takeover boost you get, the higher the level it is as well. And to have this on bronze at the very least is an essential in my opinion. That's like for sure. Now, the higher it goes, like I said, the more takeover boost you get. On Hall of Fame with takeover booster, I gotta say this badge belongs up here for sure. But just in general, I feel like for guards included, this is solid on bronze, but I wouldn't recommend it any higher. Pick dodger, big time badge as well. Now this is the thing about it. Me and my friends on the game always talk about this, where basically, if you have it, you're screwed. But if you don't have it, you're even more screwed. So picks are obviously a tough thing to fight through in 2K20. It's a tough like debate, obviously. But the whole thing is, if you don't have this badge, it's even worse. It's just horrible to get through picks without this. Now, you gotta really commit one way. You either go under or over if you don't have this. But like I said, just tough to fight through picks if you don't have the badge. But it's still it's still a rough world out there with Pick Dodger on Hall of Fame even. But anyway, moving along. Box, I recommend using this on at least bronze, no matter, I'm not going to say no matter who you are. If you're guarding ball, you definitely don't need this. But say in Team Pro-Am or Rec, you're guarding corner, I would definitely recommend to have this on at least bronze. If as a big man, I would have this on, I only use it like bronze or silver-ish myself with a 6'9" as playing like big man. But even at that, it is something functional where if you have enough badge points, you can put this on Hall of Fame. I just don't think it's necessary, so to say. But that is part of worm as well, is if I have low box, people with high worm will just be swim moving my stuff all the time. But again, like I said, I don't think that matters all that much because it's just an animation. Unless it's 2v2 and they can still beat me to the box or beat me to the rebound just because I'm stunned and my only other teammate is nowhere near the rebound. But in the game modes that have more people in it, this badge becomes even less useful. So anyway, and then that kind of ties into what I was talking about box, obviously. But anyway, A tier, we got 4 of them. We got Brick Wall, D-Leader, Clamps, and Chase Down Artist. Now, where do I start? I'm going to start with Brick Wall. We'll just go left to right. Brick Wall, obviously, screens run 2K20, whether it's pick and pop, pick and roll. I shouldn't say that because ISO is obviously a very relevant playstyle as well, but you guys know how it is. Pick and pop, pick and roll, whatever it is. It lets you force a switch. It gets your guard open, whatever it may be. Essential badge to have. Honestly, the higher the badge level, the more OP it gets, but it's not ridiculously different, I will say that. I've seen this on bronze, and I will say it sets decent screens, but yo, the difference between bronze and none, massive. I gotta make note of that. But anyway, defensive leader. I would put it like this. As far as like, and obviously 2K Labs talks about this as well, but this is kind of common sense. Either go Hall of Fame on this badge or don't go at all. If you have, obviously, actually you can't even get this on gold if you aren't a lockdown. This is like defensive pie chart restricted badge right here. Obviously, this is a beautiful badge to have, not only just because it boosts your teammates' ratings by 4, but just at the fact that you can see the opposing team's percentages. Now, that's not what they're actually going to shoot. It's just, it lets you kind of have a better idea for what somebody's three-pointer is, the badges. If you kind of start to see the percentages, the more you see it, essentially. So for me, like, I'll give an example. I see a pure lock in the corner. I can tell that because he has 4% or 9% from 3. If he's around 30, that means he's a play defender. If he's around 45 to 50, that means he's a two-way sharp. If he's around 60, that means he's either a play sharp or a pure sharp. Simple as that. It's a beautiful badge. I really recommend to try this out if you haven't already and you have the ability to. But anyway, then we'll go to Chase Down. This badge I used to have in this like S tier in the last time that I did this little video style right here, but I will say it feels like they've nerfed it a little bit, but don't ever take this badge off anything less than bronze. Now you see I put this in the everyone tier, right? Now the reason I say that, and honestly I shouldn't even put D-Leader in the everyone tier, but I guess like lockdown perimeter guards can get it as well. Just understand, like I said, you have to be a lockdown to get this badge. But anyway, Chase Down Artist. I would really recommend at least use it on bronze no matter who you are. As a guard, don't sleep. You need this badge still as well. Just because you're a big man, it doesn't restrict you to only being the person that has this badge. As a guard, this will help you in the pick and pop and ISO situations where you have to let them run past you because like you're trying to take away their 3 so much, and then you have to play for the chase down block. It's as simple as that. I've seen this badge on bronze with my guards like Cook. This dude be still hawking them from behind. It's pretty ridiculous. But anyway, then moving along, Clamps. This is a beautiful badge, but what I will say, I don't know. Sometimes it feels like this can like really ghost you sometimes on the Hall of Fame. I don't know if people feel the same way, but I've seen my guards and it feels like, I don't know, if you're guarding ISO, this is a huge badge to have, but it can screw people over pretty bad if you don't have any clamps when they're running pick and roll. Sometimes it just forces, if you have no clamps, it forces guards into like blow-bys that they don't want to do. It makes them do dribble moves they don't want to do. Simple as that. But you are exposed without this badge if you're trying to guard ISO. You're trying to stop people from getting past you. Yeah, good luck with that with no clamps. So anyway, the whole point is, great badge to have, especially as a big man that's like switching on to guards because they're probably going to try to ISO you when the big man like switches on to the PG. I use this badge at a high level, but anyway, now to expose the God tier badge and its runner up. Now, in previous recordings of this video like a month or two ago when I made this, Pogo Stick was God tier badge in my opinion. This thing, and it still is like in the S tier, it's like runner up to Intimidator, but Pogo Stick can change your life on the interior defense. Now this is the badge that I was talking about, where I feel like it makes it so moving truck and post move lockdown are not necessary. it's as simple as that. Forget about all this. Forget about, you know, resisting their post up. Forget about resisting their post moves. Let them get into let them like try to pull the chair. If you miss on the chair pulls and they get you down low, you're literally just playing for the constant jumps. You just hold your left stick toward the hoop for the vertical contest and then keep spamming Y. It's as simple as that. Standing layups, like drop steps, standing dunks, it's obsolete in 2K20, and I love it. Honestly, it really rewards like the skilled stuff in the post. Now don't be wrong, I'm not gonna lie, I say that, but like spamming contested post hooks and post fades is the meta, and post fading from like 2 feet away is the meta. But anyway, like I said, forget about what I just said there. Now God tier badge, we got the gold right here. Intimidator. Now I'm gonna say this, what level of badge do I use this on? I don't know, honestly. Lately, I've been using it only on silver. I feel like a lot of like perimeter defense, I feel like guards be getting killed with this thing on Hall of Fame. But personally, I feel like I only use it on silver. Maybe I'm sleeping on it for putting it at only that, because what I will say though, if you only have one defensive badge, put it on Intimidator. Simple as that. If you only have 2, I don't know why you'd only have 2. That's a pretty horribly built build if you only have 2 defensive badges. But anyway, I would probably go bronze chase down, bronze Intimidator. Simple as that. These are the 2 best defensive bronze badges in the game in my opinion, and I would always rock it at that. Now, like I said, on Hall of Fame, Intimidator can be different. All right. Now, like I said, maybe I'm just sleeping on it for only using it on silver, but for the most part, this is just by far the best badge. It helps you make people miss on perimeter and interior. It's just, there's really no description needed other than that. It's OD, it's crazy badge. So anyway, I hope y'all enjoyed this video and just this breakdown. If you did make it to the end of the video, put badge in the comments if you made it to the end and just want to show your support that you made it all the way through. Hope y'all enjoyed the commentary too. And hey, like I said, if you want to sub, feel free to. We do a lot of different types of videos around here. Just, you know, the daily, just all daily. I think I'm on a 100 upload streak at this point, and honestly, I gotta say, there's been very minimal filler videos in this set list of 100 videos. There's been a lot of stuff that I just enjoy my content this year, and I'll put it like that. So I hope you guys enjoy it as well. Like I said, if you made it to the end of the video, put badge in the comments. And can we get this to like 1,000 likes? That'd be big time. But again, I know I'm putting at the end of a like 17-minute long video. Obviously, it's not gonna, you know, pop off like I want it to, but if we could get this to like 1,000 likes, that'd be big time. I'm gonna bring you guys the finishing version of this tomorrow, and then if you guys really enjoy this series, I'll do the shooting and playmaking a little bit more down the road. But anyway, I hope y'all enjoyed. And other than that, take it easy, man. Peace.